would you stay till the morning light? Or would you...
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Makeup by Emma, and I'm here with a full glam tutorial for y'all on my friend Makensie McDaniel. This is a super fun look with a dark smoky eye and a beautiful coral pink lip. And I'm going to start off by doing Makensie's eyebrows with the Makeup Revolution Eyebrow Powder Palette.
Your stuff away before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find. I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you.
Now I am taking the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer, and I will list the shade below with the list of products that I use. And I'm taking a damp beauty sponge to blend all of that out, and then I'm going to set it with a brush and Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Powder to prep her eyes for eyeshadow.
If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning.
So now I'm going in and I'm starting on her eyes, and the key for this look is just to blend away, like blend your little heart out, because even though it's not going to look perfect before we go in with the sparkles, you just need it to be blended enough to look good once the sparkles are on it. So I'm taking the lighter shade on the Tati palette and I'm going in on the outer creases of her eyes and then blending it to the inner corners of her eyes so that it's blended all over her eyelid. So that preps us for the dark shadow I'm going to pack on next. And I'm just using Morphe blending brushes, and you can find these at Ulta or on Morphe.com.
I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy.
So I am still going in with the same Tati palette, but I am going dark, dark, dark. We're going to pack on and blend at the same time this black shadow from the Tati palette. And I know it's scary to use dark shadows, but the more you blend, the better it will look, especially if you use that transition shade before the dark black shade. So I'm just packing that on Makensie's eyelid, and then this brush is from an Amazon pack of brushes that I will link below for you guys.
Let it be. If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the...
Next, I'm just going to keep blending out the shadow that I packed on, and this is a Morphe brush. You can find these at Ulta, and I added some more black, and I just keep buffing that on to her eyelids, and I promise you it can be scary. I'm going to take a fluffier blending brush and just blend, but I promise it will look great once these sparkles are on her eyelids.
I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you...
Now I am taking a e.l.f. Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to go in with the transition shade that I used at the beginning to buff out the harsher edges. Now they're not all going to be taken away. If I'm being honest, I was kind of struggling with blending the shadows out. I don't know if it was the concealer I used to prep her eyelids, because I love that concealer. So I was struggling a little bit, so I went in with the Natasha Denona palette. It's the mini nude palette. I will link that below as well. And I just wanted to blend out those harsh edges a little bit more before going in with any more black or any more sparkles or anything further. So I just packed some more black on after going in with some transition shades, and then I'm going to blend all of that out with a big fluffy brush. So now I'm going in with the darker sparkles on the Tati palette, and I think you'll see what I mean by the blending. Like, I know it can be scary, it looks like harsh lines, but once those sparkles are on there, it looks amazing, and it really sets the tone underneath the sparkles to give you that smoky eye look. We kind of used Zendaya as an inspo for this look, and I thought it turned out really, really pretty. So again, I'm just using that Tati palette and going in with the darkest shimmer color, and then I am going in with the e.l.f. brush and transition shades on the outer corners and a little bit of black to put in the outer corners as well. Now I am just cleaning up Makensie's under eye with some makeup remover and a Q-tip, and then I am putting her lashes on. I will link the lashes I used below. They are my favorite dramatic lashes, and they're so beautiful. They're Ardell double wispies, and they just give so much volume for a dramatic look. Now it's my favorite part. We're going to start on foundation. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm just spreading that all over Makensie's face. And then for foundation, we are going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. It's for normal to oily skin types, and me and Makensie both love this foundation. I used the shade 322 on her, following her primer, and I applied it first with a brush and then blended it out with a damp beauty sponge. And also, before going in with Makensie's foundation, I did put the Makeup Forever mattifying primer. I think it's the step 1 primer on her T-zone, just because she tends to get oilier there, and I thought it would help her makeup application, so I will link that below as well.
You turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober, just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right, we'll find a remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah.
Now that foundation is done, I'm going in with the same concealer I used to set Makensie's eyes, and this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This shade looks gorgeous on her. I put that under her under eyes, and then I'm going to go in with a brush and then a damp beauty sponge to blend that out.
'Cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober, just listen.
Once everything is blended, I am going in to set Makensie's concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Powder. Love, love, love this powder. I use it in all my videos, you can probably tell. But see, I'm going in, making sure all of that is set, no fine lines or little spots, and then now I'm just setting her under eyes with that concealer. Anywhere that I put concealer, I'm going to put the setting powder. And I'm also going to go in with cream contour, and I'm going to use the RCMA foundation palette to do so. And I'm just going in with one of my Amazon brushes and putting that along her cheeks where I'll put bronzer, and along her forehead, and that's about it for cream contour. And I'm just blending that out with the brush, and then I'll go in with a beauty sponge and blend it out some more.
Or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right, we'll find a
Okay, So now that the cream contour is applied, we want to set it in place. So I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Pro Compact Powder to set Makensy's entire face so that nothing runs and it stays on and it stays full coverage all night long. After this, I'm going to go in with a Morphe brush to apply bronzer, and first I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient bronzer on the spots that I placed her cream contour, and I wanted to deepen the contour. So after the Hourglass bronzer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Mocha and deepen the contour.
But now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.
Now I'm going in with an angled brush and using the Maybelline Fit Me Blush in the shade, I'm not really sure, I'll link it below so you guys know for sure. And then I'm going to go in and brighten that blush with the Cover FX Blush Duo, and I will link that shade below as well. Then just to clean up under the bronzer and contour and the blush, I'm taking that same Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder with a brush and just going under to cut the crease where I want it to look sharper and more snatched. So now I'm taking the Dior highlighter palette and I'm just mixing all of those and giving her a pretty glow on her cheekbones, on her forehead, her nose, and above her lip. Then I will take a smaller brush and use that same highlighter to go in the inner corners of her eyes and highlight her brow bone. Now I'm taking a brow gel. I think this one is L'Oreal. I will link it below. And lastly, I'm doing her lips. I love this lip color. This is a NYX lip liner, and I'm just going to line her lips and then apply MAC lipstick in Creme Cup. And then I'm going to layer it with a lip gloss. I will link the full lip combo below. And I use mini lip applicators to minimize contaminating any clients. Like, that's disgusting. So what I do is, even though I get back on the lipstick, I spray all of my products with disinfectant spray, alcohol, anything that will kill bacteria, and just make sure that nobody is having any germs spread, because it's COVID season, flu season. We just don't want any of that happening. I will link these little lip applicators below so you can find them if you're a makeup artist yourself. Now I'm going to set Makensy's face with the Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix Setting Spray, and then I'm going to go in with a disposable mascara wand and put mascara on her bottom lashes to really complete the look. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Makensie, for being a beautiful canvas, and please like and subscribe to see my future videos.